Hi, Filipino freelancers and business owners. This is Margaret. I am your host, and welcome back to your favorite Filipino freelancer podcast, Article and Design. You're listening to Article and Design Podcast, a podcast made with love for Filipino freelancers, small business owners, and digital agencies. I am your host, Margaret Lopez. I am a digital marketing strategist for over 8 years now, and I created Article and Design. Be part of our 1 million mission in transforming 1 million Filipinos to becoming a super freelancer and live the life and work they love. Join me as I sit down and discuss with our fellow freelancers and business owners about their process, their monumental screw-up, and the tips that they swear by to help you win in this freelance game forever. So guys, if you're new here, welcome, and please don't forget to subscribe and follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Facebook. So just search for Article and Design. And also guys, if you want to join the fun and chat with us, and if you have any questions, we live stream every podcast episode during Saturdays, 8 p.m. Philippines time. So please join us for some chat and questions if you have any. So we're gonna live stream there in our Facebook group. So join our Facebook group, Article and Design Super Freelancers PH. So guys, it's bittersweet. It's a mixed emotion right now because this is our last episode for season 3. We will be having a hiatus, but we are coming back. And I would like to thank you guys, our listeners and our supporters and our members of our community, Article and Design. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting us this season 3. And to all my guests, no season 3, and yung mga co-hosts ko, you guys know who you are. Thank you so much. You are all superstars. Thank you for supporting our 1 million mission, which is transforming the lives of 1 million Filipino freelancers to become a highly paid, globally competitive, creative, and happy Filipino freelancer, or probably an entrepreneur or business owner. So thank you so much to mga guests ko. They gave us their time and their knowledge to share to us their experiences and how to win in this freelance game and this business forever. To all our listeners and sa lahat na nag-message sa akin na natutulungan sila nitong ating podcast, thank you so much for your loyalty, and know that we do this for you. Your opinion is very important, and your opinion is the only thing that matters here. So guys, please continue to send me emails, messages, and comment on our Facebook, YouTube, or kung saan nyo ito napapanood, wherever you're watching or listening this, on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Just let me know what topics you'd like me to discuss in this podcast. Kasi nga, at the end of it all, this is made for you, Filipino freelancers and business owners, made with love by Filipino freelancers, us, and business owners. As I've said, this is our last episode for season 3, but watch out for season 4. I'm not gonna squeal a lot because I have finished recording some of the episodes ng mga guests natin, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a great season because our guests are yung mga matagal na sa industry na to. Mas matagal pa sa akin. They've been in this industry for more than a decade, so we will learn a lot from them. And guys, in line with the support, if you want to support this podcast by buying us a coffee so that we can create more free lessons for you, we created a coffee account. You can buy us a coffee starting at $3 Australian dollars, so it's just around 100 plus pesos. So you can buy us a coffee. We just go to coffee.articleanddesignpodcast. So coffee.com.articleanddesignpodcast. I'm going to put the link here. The link will be in this description box or wherever you find it. So if you want to support us by giving us coffee, please do. We would be very appreciative of it. And most of all, we just started our YouTube again last February. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Article and Design, because we are posting more tips about freelancing and business there. Okay, Margaret, stop with all the commercials, and I'm gonna get into the weeds and the main topic natin today. And what are we talking about today that is actually very, very important for us, for me, for us freelancers and business owners? Kasi ito yung topic na hindi natin na-address minsan eh. Because, of course, we wanted to achieve our goals. We wanted to become a super freelancer. We wanted to achieve our quota, our revenue, yung mga profit na gusto natin. Gusto natin magkaroon ng pera para, alam mo yun, deserve naman ng family natin. Ma-treat natin sila or even ourselves. Yun. But the thing is, go lang tayo ng go, hustle ng tayo, grind ng grind, dial in every day. We forgot about a very, very important thing. Burnt out. Right? So, yeah, I'm going to address it here in this episode because I believe hindi pa namin talaga na-discuss in thorough detail yung burnt out dito. We touch it dun sa episode 12 namin na the harsh realities of being a freelancer. One of it is burnt out. So, we touch a bit of burnt out there but hindi natin address eh. Okay? Hindi natin address paano ma-avoid talaga yung burnt out. So in this episode, guys, I'm going to tell you ano ba yung burnt out, and I'm going to give you 7 tips on how to avoid that one. Okay? Because ito yung pinag-iingatan natin eh, yung hindi ka ma-exhaust. Alright? Because there's no point if you're trying to become a super freelancer or business owner because kawawa naman yung sarili mo, exhausted ka naman, mental health mo or physical health mo, then all of these are meaningless. Diba? Because at the end of it all, health is wealth. All right. So, yeah, burnt out. So, let's dive in and I will tell you 7 tips na nag-work sa akin how I am avoiding burnt out. Kasi lagi siya nangyayari sa akin. Kasi bakit? If you know me, I am a very, very workaholic person. I'm a working ox talaga. I don't know, it's just within me. I'm a very workaholic, hardworking person. I believe pag may ginagawa ko, I don't half-ass it. I wanted to give my best dun sa mga ginagawa ko. So, that's why, eto, siya, yung burnt out is napakatalamak niya sa mga ganitong klaseng tao. Hindi lang din naman sa hindi workaholic, diba? Even to those people, actually, to everyone, okay? Burnt out can happen to us, whether we love what we're doing or not. I'm going to give you 7 tips, and let's discuss it one by one. First is, let's define ano yung burnt out. So, what is burnt out? According to dictionary, burnt out is defined as ruining one's health or becoming completely exhausted through overwork. So overwork, like it happened to me many times then, and also one of our guests here, Sijan Albenza, she also mentioned in our previous episode, the episode 26 about goal setting, na mentioned din niya na burnt out din siya at one point sa kanyang freelancing career. Okay? It happens to the best of us. We get exhausted. And apektado yung mental health natin, even physical health natin, and we just felt overall tired. 7 tips. I can give you 7 tips. Paano natin ma-avoid to? Number 1. Always and always, as I've said, yung sinasabi namin dito lagi na you have to go back to your why, diba? You have to always have a strong why so that pag inumpisahan mo yung whatever venture that you're trying to achieve, is solid yung why mo para babalik ka dun eh. Diba? Babalik ka sa reason. Pag when you're feeling down, bakit ko pa ito ginagawa? Ba't ba ako nag-freelancing? Ba't ba ako nag-open ng business? So, babalik ka sa why mo. Pag naalala mo lang yung why mo, okay, you will be reminded, okay, this is why I'm doing this. Same with the burnt out. Number 1 tip is we have to check our core values. Okay? Ano ibig sabihin? Ano ba yung core values? Yun yung values natin that we live by. Yung mga beliefs natin. Okay? Or principles natin as a person that we live by. So that, bakit napaka-importante yung core values? Parang ganito. When you know your core values kasi as a person, yung paano mo i-approach yung mga bagay-bagay, it will depend sa prinsipyo mo or beliefs mo. What do I mean? Okay? For example, yung naging core value mo na sa self mo or your guiding principle is sasabihin, sinabi mo na sa self mo na, I'm going to put myself first ngayon. Okay? Because all my life, lagi kong tinutulungan yung mga ibang tao. All my life, yung ibang taong inuuna ko, kinakalimutan ko yung sarili ko. Dahil hindi ko na naiisip na, hey, I'm in a very, very critical stage. Nakakalimutan ko yung self ko. Na may pangangailangan din pala ako. Your core values, simula nun, sinabi mo, I will have to put myself first. Okay? For me to be okay, bago ako maging okay to help other people again. Alright? So, yan yung core value mo. So, what happens in a mundane task every day? So, ganito. For example, meron kang colleague sa isang freelancing work mo. May colleague ka doon, inask niya na, sasabihin niya sa'yo na, hey, pwede mo ba akong tulungan dito sa tatapusin ko yung website ni ganito? Kasi you're working in a team diba? Doon sa freelancing na, you're reporting to a project manager, ganun. Tapos sinabi ng isa mong ka-team doon. For example, ikaw ay isang SEO writer doon, tapos may yung web developer nilapitan ka, sinabi na, pwede mo ba akong tulungan tapusin yung mga SEO doon, keywords doon, i-input ang mga keywords doon sa website. Parang ganun, gagawa ng sitemap for the website. So, inask ka ng colleague mo. And then, nung time na yun kasi, you're on the brink of di ba? You're on the brink of, exhaustion na. So, inisip mo sa sarili mo, okay, I wanted to help this person kasi colleague ko siya. But then again, ano ba yung guiding principle ko ngayon? I have to put myself first. Kasi alam ko na kasi nasa brink na ako na exhaustion Okay, I wanted to help, but hey, I have to help myself first. Okay? So, ang sasabihin mo, may isip mo kagad, what is my core value? My core value is putting myself first. So, okay, na-understand mo, okay, what is the decision that I'm going to say dito sa colleague ko? Okay, I will say no. Okay, I will say no kasi bakit? I have to put myself first. Alam ko na nasa brink na ako ng exhaustion. Tutulong pa ako, mag-overtime pa ako dun sa kaibigan ko. And I will say no at this point. So, wala na friction of thinking na, ano bang gagawin ko? Baka ma-hurt ko siya, baka ganito. Hindi. Kasi your guiding principle is unahin ko muna yung self ko. Okay? Asikasuhin ko muna yung self ko bago ako maging capable na tulungan ng iba. So, you will say to your colleague na, I am sorry, say for example, Alex, I am sorry, Alex, hindi ako makakatulong this time kasi kailangan ko talaga magpahinga. Kailangan ko ng mental break kahit itong week lang. You can ask someone else to help you, but next time, when I'm feeling better now, when I'm okay, tutulungan kita. Okay? I will do my best to help you in other ways. But I'm so sorry this time, hindi ko kaya. Check your core values. Core values, hindi lang siya isa Marami kang core values Like for example, pricing. Yung pricing mo, ayaw mo bumaba talaga ng $100, for example, per article. Ayaw mo bumaba doon. Tapos, yung binabarat ka binabarat ka ng mga kliyente mo, binabarat ka ng mga tao. So, yung core value mo talaga, ayaw mo babaan yung price mo ng 100. So, it's an easy decision for you So, I'm sorry, client, ito talaga kasi yung price ko. And I know kasi na I could deliver. I could solve the problem that you have. Okay? Ito yung price ko. Alright? So, check your core values. Para ikaw mismo, wala nang friction to decide. Wala nang friction to, magkaroon ka ng decision fatigue. Ano bang gagawin ko sa situation na to? Diba? And I personally suggest, guys, like in my case, I have a principles to life. I have a principles to work. Okay? I do that. So that whenever I decide and make a decision, i-check ko siya dun sa principles ko. I-check ko sa core values ko if, in line ba siya dun sa mga beliefs ko as a person, gagawin ko ba itong hinihingi sa akin? Alright? So check your core values. It's very, very important. Number 2 is, of course, create a not to-do list. Lagi natin iniisip na, hey, you know what? In order to be productive, in order for me to get things done, I have to do a to-do list. And dami nating to-do list. Diba? Sinusulat mo saan. Naku, umabot na ng 20 yung to-do list mo in one day, diba? Or 100 na in a week. What are we forgetting here is actually, you have to create a not to-do list. Kasi bakit? Minsan, pinupush natin yung selves natin to the limit na alam natin, mapupush talaga tayo sa exhaustion Alright? So, I suggest guys na, hey, do you want to become a super freelancer? A super freelancer is a highly paid, creative, happy, and globally competitive freelancer. If you want to become one, you can enroll in our Super Freelancers course, 21 Steps to Fast Track Your Freelancing Business. We will teach you how to create systems, automate some of your workload, and how to avoid the feast and famine situation of chasing clients after clients. So go to articleanddesigncourses.com and use the coupon code PODCASTFRIEND to get your 400 pesos discount. This is exclusive to our podcast listeners only. So see you there. If you have a to-do list, you have a not to-do list. Kumbaga, or you can call it a no more list. Alright? Yung ayoko na itong gawin. So for example, ano yung may example ng mga not to-do list mo? No more clients that will pay me $1 per hour. Kunwari, you're paid hourly. No more spending time with toxic people. Diba? No more spending time with people na hindi align sa goals ko. Alright? And not to-do list, hindi ko na gagawin yung manunood ako ng Netflix while I'm working. Yung mga ganun. While I'm in the middle of my deep work. Mga done. So guys, create a not to-do list. Tulad na sinabi ni Marie Forleo, she's a very, very good entrepreneur, American entrepreneur. She coined this term called simplify to amplify. Okay? So, how can we apply that if you're a freelancer or a business owner? Ganito. When you're doing a lot of things, ang dami mong to-do list, you have to self-audit on it. Mag-audit naman tayo. Margaret, ang hilig-hilig mo sa audit. Oo, totoo. Kasi bakit? Napaka-importante na magkaroon ka ng inventory. Like, let's say restaurant, nag-inventory sila ng mga ingredients. Meron ba tayong ingredients? Diba? Kung mauubusan, dagdag naman tayo. Purchase tayo ng supply. Kasi bakit? So that the system of the restaurant, tuloy-tuloy siya. Diba? So like in our case as people, we need to do inventory. We need to self-audit all the time. So sabi ni Marie Forleo, simplify to amplify. So we have to check sa lahat ng ginagawa natin, saan ba tayo pinakamasaya? Saan ba tayo in terms of scale or impact, profit, happiness index, kumbaga? Saan ba tayo pinakamasaya doon? Okay? Kasi iyan mo siya, i-inventory mo siya. So ito yung paggawa ko ng mga ganito, ng captions, hindi ako masyadong masaya dito. Tapos, magkano lang kinikita ko dito. Ganon. Tapos, ang hirap mong maghanap ng client dito. Pero dito sa copywriting ko, mas malaki nakikita ko. Mas natutulungan ko na maayos yung kliyente ko. Uy, parang gusto ko to. Okay? Then, ito naman, if you're a business owner, of course, itong target market na to, mas na-appreciate niya yung philosophy ng business ko eh. Okay? And mas masaya ako dito. Sige, mag-focus ako dito to provide products na makakatulong talaga sa market na to. So, you have to do an inventory and prune. Diba? Ano ba yung pruning? You cut back the things na alam mo hindi nagpapasaya sa'yo and wala masyadong impact in terms of scale or revenue. Depende sa goals mo ha, as a person. So you cut all the things that's zapping your energy. Okay? Then magde-decide ka talaga. Ano bang napaka-importante dito? So that you can focus more on the things that you love to do and provide a very, very good product or service doon. Okay? So, paano Margaret? Paano mo prune? You can actually follow the 5-25 rule of Warren Buffett. Yung sinasabi niya, list all the 25 things that you want to achieve sa life mo and then take the 5 there, the top 5, kalimutan mo na yung the rest, yung 20. Okay? And focus on the 5. Okay? So, in short, guys, yung creating a not-to-do list, yung simplify to amplify ni Marie Forleo, in short, it means to say less is more. Okay? The lesser na mga focus na ginagawa natin is the more na makaka-provide tayo ng better quality ng services, ng products, and yung self natin. As I've said, napaka-importante talaga na alam lang natin talaga yung priorities natin. Kasi if we're trying to spread ourselves too thin, then boom! Exhausted ka talaga kagad. Trust me, it happened to me. Okay? I mean, no, don't trust me, but I'm saying this. It happened to me. Okay? So, create a not-to-do list. Number 3 is, guys, eto, paulit-ulit ko itong sinasabi. Sinasabi ko sa grupo, sa podcast, sa mga live webinars, sa mga content na pinuproduce ko. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Alagaan mo ang sarili mo. Okay? So, eto, hindi to siya judgment, na I'm not saying na, hey, Margaret, you're so perfect. Like, wow. You're 100% perfect kasi ginagawa mo talaga yung all the self-care sa life mo. Of course, not. Hindi ganun. Of course, guys, I'm not perfect. Of course, I will be a hypocrite pag sasabihin ko, I'm an epitome of ganito. No, nobody does that in real life, diba? Nagkakamali talaga tayo. But these things that I'm saying and telling you, taking care of ourselves, these are important things kasi. These are important things na alam naman natin, but sometimes hindi natin ina-apply kasi nakakalimutan din natin. Okay? And if you're listening right now, if you're watching right now, dito sa podcast na to, and you're not taking care of yourself, please, I'm telling you, please take care of yourself. If you're on the brink of exhaustion, please stop, even for 1 hour or for 1 day, stop and take care of yourself. Alright? So, how do you take care of yourself? What I'm trying to say is, the best way actually to take care of ourselves is to architect yung mga day-to-day activities natin. based dito sa mga importante na kailangan nating alagaan sa sarili natin para ma-avoid natin yung burnout. So number 1, eat healthy. As much as you can, kumain tayo ng nutritious and masagana ng mga food. Eat healthy. Kumain tayo ng gulay. Kumain tayo ng prutas. Uminom ka ng maraming tubig. Alright? So, I'm not a nutritionist, but yeah, you know what I mean, guys. That, diba? Alam naman natin ano yung mga healthy food. Then second is sleep. Get enough sleep. Okay? Wag tayo yung mga sleep is for the weak. Sleep is for the ganito ganyan. So just get enough sleep. Depende do kasi sa tao. Some people, okay sa kanila yung 6 hours of sleep. Some sa kanila is 8. So in my case, at least 7. I need to get 7. Kasi kung wala, and then, medyo ngarag ako. So sleep. Prioritize your sleep. Next is exercise. So, eto na naman ako. Eto na naman si Margaret, guys. Napapang fitness guru naman. No, of course not. Kasi kahit ako, I'm not like the most fit person ever. But, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it all together. Okay? Let's try to exercise. Kahit na, alam mo yun, kahit na 30 minutes walking lang, or if you have a treadmill, good on you, mag-treadmill ka sa bahay mo. If you can't go out because of this COVID right now, just do yoga sa bahay mo or stretching. Okay? Or you can do shadow boxing. Okay? Shadow boxing lang. Ang importante, just move. Okay? Like sabi ni Jan Obenza, dun sa ating episode 26 is, you can also, anything that can make you move. Okay? Kasi tayo, freelancers or business owners, we're always sitting down on our desk. So anything that can make you move. Okay? Kailangan natin yung guys. Take care of our heart. Okay? Yung cardio natin. Next is pray and meditate. If this works for you. If you are this type of person, okay? Pray. Meditate. Have a routine. Every day na magdasal ka, mag-meditate ka. Even 5 to 10 minutes of your time. Kasi sometimes kailangan natin, you put away mo yung mind mo sa mga hustles ng trabaho and just be in a peace and solitude situation. Okay? Whatever works for you. You pray or you meditate, then have that routine. And of course, yun nga, sinabi namin, you have to celebrate small wins. Check your emotions. Sometimes yung goals natin is, nakakalimutan natin na yung emotional aspect ng life natin So we have to try to celebrate small wins. Like ako, whenever I finish a podcast recording, ginagawa ko, I try to make myself a very, very nice cappuccino because I'm a black coffee drinker. Alam mo yun? But cappuccino is something like parang for special occasion siya for me because I'm trying to cut sugar. So yeah, I just make myself a nice cappuccino. Probably ako lang dito gagawa or probably I go to the cafe and buy something. So yeah, I celebrate small wins, diba? And next is, connect with people. Okay? Regardless if you're introverted or extroverted, it's helpful na makipag-connect tayo sa mga tao, even online, even sa mga old friends natin. Call a friend na hindi mo nakausap na matagal na. Or even sa community na natin, I'm so thankful that we created this article design community Facebook group kasi nakatulong siya talaga sa akin. Nung nagsimula yung pandemic, nagkaroon ako ng maraming online friends. You turned my life around kasi bakit? I feel your pain, your struggles, I feel your wins sa freelancing and business nyo. And it helped me to actually to push through with my mission. Okay? So thank you. Thank you for our community. So I also suggest, guys, that you connect with people, even online. All right, so that's it. Number 3, I can't stress this enough. Take care of ourselves. Right? Number 4, eto. I know everyone is doing this. I am aware. But if we can, avoid multitasking. Ako may bias kasi ako sa multitasking kasi hindi ako multitasker. Okay? Hindi ako multitasker na person. What I mean is, when I work, for example, podcast recording lang talaga ang gagawin ko, yun lang kaharap ko ngayon. Or when I write, nag-write lang ako, wala na akong ibang, nagsusulat lang ako, wala na akong ibang ginagawa. When I chat with you on Messenger and reply to you, yun lang din ang ginagawa ko, nag-reply lang ako. I can't do multitasking. It's not working for me. So it's up to you. This is situational. This is a case-by-case basis kasi depende kasi anong mangyayari sa'yo, diba? How you work. But in my case, I believe na if you can avoid multitasking, I think matutulungan yung burning out mo What I'm trying to say is ganito. My point here is you're only one person. Isang tao ka lang. And you can only do so much. Okay? If you wanted to become a good website developer right now, focus on being a website developer right now. Nothing else. Okay? So, ganun lang. And next is, think of the power of one thing. I think this is coined by Asian efficiency, yung power of one thing. So yung sinabi niya, if ano ba yung gusto mo ma-achieve? Kunwari, you're getting out of focus every day sa trabaho mo. Ano ba yung one thing na feeling mo, pag ginawa mo yun, masosolve itong mga other segments ng problema mo, which is yung focus, which is yung productivity, which is yung blah, 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 yung mga ganun. So, ano yung one thing? The power of one thing. So, naisip mo na, okay, in order for me to improve my focus, I think kulang ako ng mga serotonin, kulang ako ng dopamine, so I need to exercise. Okay? So, do that one thing. Mag-exercise ka. Start putting exercise sa routine mo so that you can improve your focus. Alright? So, the power of one thing. So, that's it. If you can't avoid multitasking and just focus on one task over the other, pag natapos, saka ka mag-move, then please do that one. Okay? But I know for some people, this is not working for them kasi mas nag-work sa kanila yung multitask. Then, okay, by all means, do that. Okay, this is just a personal preference for me kasi I'm not a multitasker. Right? So number 5 is ito. This technique is actually from our Super Freelancers course. Tinuturo namin ito siya, creating your freedom number. Alright? So if you're not enrolled yet or not a member of our community sa Super Freelancers course, it's a paid course. You can go to artandesigncourses.com and check out the Super Freelancers course, and I will see you inside. All right, so this one, number 5, is creating your freedom number. Anong ibig sabihin ng freedom number, Margaret? Ganito, simple lang siya. I won't dive into details how to do the freedom number, but I will give you overview ano ibig niya sabihin. I will give you the context. So, we are working, diba? We are working or creating businesses kasi we won't have a profit, of course. And may mga goals tayo sa life. Probably we want to buy this townhouse. Probably we want to give our family a nice vacation somewhere. So we have goals. We have money goals and life goals. So most of the time, we are burnt out kasi nga, habol lang tayo ng habol dun sa goal na yan. Ang nangyayari sa freelancer, habol sila ng habol ng kliyente kasi gusto niya ma-achieve yung whatever goal na yan. But you know what? Ito yung tinuturo ko lagi na you don't have to chase clients after clients. You don't have to do that. Okay? How to not chase clients after clients nandun sa Super Freelancers course. Okay? But here, ito yung freedom number na sinasabi ko, you have to create a freedom number. Ano ba yung number na kailangan mo in order for you to survive? Alam mo yun? To, not only to survive, but to live lucratively sa freelancing style mo. Or even if you're a business owner. For example, sasabihin mo, ang kailangan ko kasi, Margaret, it's 100,000 pesos per month. So, yun ang freedom number ko. That's my freedom number. Na okay na siya, na hindi mo na kailangan magtrabaho ng 10 hours, siguro mga 6 to 8 hours lang, or it depends on you. So, basta, a freedom number is yung design siya sa lifestyle na gusto mo ma-achieve. So, let's say, 100,000 pesos per month, Margaret. Okay? So, ang gagawin mo, focus on that, 100,000 pesos a month. So, you avoid looking at other income reports na nakikita mo dyan. Avoid comparing yourselves sa peers mo. Kasi nga, we have this constant competitiveness na meron tayong competitive meritocracy sa Asia or even sa Philippines na constantly tinitingnan natin yung mga nangyayari sa peers natin and we're measuring ourselves doon. Okay? So, tinatanong natin, kunwari kung estudyante ka, bakit hindi ba ako nag-aaral ng mabuti? Bakit mas may honor siya sa akin, mas mataas ang grades niya? Bakit yung freelancer na to, 6 months pa lang siya dito? Bakit ganito na ang kinikita niya? Sinasabi niya 6 figure, 7 figure na siya. Bakit ako, 5 years ko nang ginagawa to, nasa 5 figure pa rin ako? Okay? So, all those things, we keep on measuring up ourselves sa ibang tao. Alright? So, that's why yung freedom number na sinasabi namin is focus ka sa freedom number mo and stop comparing yourselves. Kasi we have our own journeys. Okay? You create your own freedom number and magfo-focus ka doon. Alright? So, avoid having this anxiety kung ano yung nangyayari sa peers natin. Just keep your heads down and focus on your goals. So guys, number 5, create your freedom number. Alright, so number 6 is develop a reliable system of how you work to avoid burning out. Ano yung ibig sabihin? Parang siyang connected dun sa number 3, yung taking care of ourselves. Pero this is more on system talaga eh. Okay, a reliable system that you can trust paano ka magtatrabaho as a freelancer or business owner. If you remember the episode with episode 29 with Rowan Mangera, yung may-ari ng Tropic, yung handmade vegan soaps. Ang sinasabi niya is like, she has this like certain hours a day na nag-work siya dun sa kanyang remote job or freelancing job. Then the rest of the days, ginugugol niya dun sa kanyang hand soap making business. Okay? So it's also a system, a reliable system of how she's working. So like in my case, for example, ang ginagawa ko is, of course, I work Mondays to Fridays and on the Saturdays, I usually have meetings. Okay, nung client meetings ko. And then Saturdays, then we do podcasts, we do webinars. Sometimes I record webinars then with my guests, etc. Every day, I do have a morning routine. So like na-share ko na dati yung morning routine ko is I read for parang brain exercise, and next I try to do my exercise in the morning, at least something na nag-move ako. And then sa gabi na or sa hapon na yung exercise talaga. I do have a morning routine, and then I create a day blocking. So, nagbo-block ako ng days ko. Usually, Mondays, Tuesdays are spent talaga solid for client work. Okay, I do all the work for my clients. I do my own work. Okay, yung work ko as a digital marketing strategist. Okay, and Wednesdays to Fridays naman, it's more on sa A&D community. Diba? I share to you things, videos, live webinars, nagpipag-usap ako sa inyo, etc. And then yun nga, sinabi ko, Saturdays are fortnightly meetings, or mga meetings ko, recordings, etc. And Sunday, guys, is, of course, for me, active meditation yung pinaka-gusto ko is yung mag-mop ng floors. Gusto ko yun, na maglinis ng bahay. So I do household chores, laundry, and of course, nagpapahinga din and catch up on movies and series na hindi ko napanood. That's a reliable system of how I work. Hindi ako dumating sa point na yun na napakadali. I did a lot of trial and error. I did a lot of habits and routines, dun sa day blocking ko. Next is calendar. Calendar, of course, sinabi na namin ito lagi. Make calendar your friend. Kasi if you're not scheduling it, it's not going to happen. Okay? So just make a calendar of all the things na kailangan mo. Meetings, appointments, recordings, webinars, coachings, lessons na kailangan mo pag-aralan, yung Super Freelancers course, mag-spend ka ng 1 hour per day na pag-aaralan mo siya, mag-spend ka ng 1 hour per day na nag-hangout ka sa Facebook group natin, pinapanood mo lahat ng mga lessons natin doon. So you calendar it. And next is note-taking device for brain dumps. Kasi ito, as a freelancer and business owner, lagi tayong may brilliant idea. May brilliant idea tayo. So like in my case, even nag-shower ako, may naisip na ako na idea. So what I do is either I have a simple note sa phone ko, then I just jot down, or sometimes I just record it sa voice notes. Yun, tapos sinasend ko sa email ko. Or I have a little notebook, yung sobrang liit niya. Sinusulat ko din yung mga brain dumps ko. So have a note-taking device for that one. And of course, if this works for you, project management apps. There's a lot, Trello, Cliptiro, Asana, Basecamp, or mga process tasks. Ang dami dyan, okay? And alarm clock. Ito yung ginawa ko before para masanay ako sa habits ko. I set a lot of alarm clocks dun sa aking phone. Sobrang dami niyang alarm na nag-ring. For example, 9 a.m. wake up na. 9 to 10, read. Alam mo yun, tapos 10 to 10:30, walking or running. Ganun. So, nag-alarm siya lagi para na-remind ako ano yung mga next ko gagawin. Hanggang sa, it becomes a routine, it becomes a habit, then you can, get off from the alarm clock na. So, have an alarm clock, set a time block, okay, hanggang 10 p.m. or 8 p.m. ka lang magtatrabaho, then have a rest na. Alright? And next, guys, is of course, I do have an evening routine then. Diba? So it's either I wind down, I answer to yung mga messages from friends. I like yung mga, of course, I have a social account then. So I try to reconnect with my friends, answer some of the shallow tasking emails, and have a hot shower, etc. Mga ganun. So have an evening routine. So yeah, this reliable system of how you work will depend din kasi sa bawat tao. So what I just shared to you is my system so far of how I work. Probably it will change, okay? But yun nga, develop a reliable system of how you work and then put boundaries to it, okay? Put boundaries para hindi ka ma-burn out talaga. And last but not the least, guys, give yourself a permission to have a break. Okay? If you remember yung make your 2021 the best year ever no webinar na ginawa namin in December. So we suggested there that every quarter you should have a break. Kahit one day lang. So you should have a break. I can't stress this enough, guys. Give yourself the permission to have a break. I can't stress this enough. Tulad din sinabi ko na we have to take care of ourselves. Diba? Kasi guys, we are not robots. Kahit nga yung robots, pumabalya sila diba? Tayo pa kaya na tao. So, we need to be recharged from time to time to have our best version pa rin lagi. Like yung batteries, diba? Naglulobat sila. Okay, i-charge mo na naman or papalitan mo siya. So that, nandun naman siya sa best performance niya. Give yourself a permission to have a break. As I've said, if you're listening to this podcast, if you're watching this right now, if you're listening to me, and if you feel like you're in the brink of exhaustion, and you feel like hindi ka nagpapahinga, please, this is a sign, magpahinga ka. Okay? I-pause mo tong podcast na to, magpahinga ka. And then, pag nakapagpahinga ka, please tapusin mo yung podcast. Alright? So, ayan, give yourself a permission to have a break. And in line with that, guys, this episode is coming out on March 27th. This is the last episode of season 3. And by that time, I'm going to have my quarterly break for my sanity's sake. Because I've been working so hard since the start of this year. Or probably since last year or since forever. Alam mo yan? So probably I will be up in the mountains by now. And I hope that you should make time to have a break too. Okay? Kahit one day lang. If you can't go to the mountains like me, please, magpahinga lang kayo. Maglakad kayo outside, or if hindi din maganda na maglakad outside, just have a break. Spend time with your loved ones. Manood kayo ng movie, manood kayo ng whatever, ng YouTube na nakakatawa. You cook something nice, pasta or steak to your family, and then magsalo-salo kayo, kumain kayo. Something that could get you away from yung mga work activities mo. Try to do some digital detox. Wala mo ng mga work. Kundi, try to just spend time with your loved ones. Or if you're not living with your loved ones right now, tawagan mo yung mga family mo or close friends mo. And hey, you know what? Kumusta ka na? You just try to catch up. Okay? Have a break. Give yourself a permission to have a break. Napaka-importante. And whatever break you can do, just please do it. 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, a month. It's okay. Okay? It's okay to have a break because you need it, you deserve it. You're a hard-working ox. You're a very, very great super freelancer. You're an amazing business owner. Kailangan mo ng break kasi tao ka lang. For you to become the best version of yourself lagi, please avoid burning out. So this ends our season 3, guys, and I hope you learned a lot from this season. So I'm just gonna wrap it up, no? Yung 7 things to avoid burnout is first, you have to check your core values. Dapat may core values ka lagi, and you always have to check on that kung may ginagawa kang decision sa life mo. Okay? Especially sa work mo. Second is create a not-to-do list. Okay? Aside sa to-do list, alam natin dapat yung mga bagay na hindi natin na kailangan gawin. Simplify to amplify. Follow the 5-25 rule of Warren Buffett, or in short, less is more. And number 3, guys, of course, take care of yourself. Your sleep, your food, your exercise, your meditation, your prayers, yung mga small wins mo, you celebrate it, and you try to connect with people that could improve your growth as a person. Number 4 is avoid multitasking if you can. Okay? Because you are only one person, you can only do so much. Then number 5 is create your freedom number. And magfo-focus ka dun. For example, I need 100,000 pesos per month. Magfo-focus ka dun. Keep your heads down to your goals. Huwag mo natitingnan yung iba. Huwag mo i-compare yung selves mo sa ibang tao. Because you're focused in your goals. And magugulat ka na lang, sobra-sobra pa pala sa freedom number yung na-achieve mo. Alright? And number 6, guys, is develop a reliable system of how you work. It will depend on you, how you create your system, depende sa'yo, but make it a reliable system that you trust. Paano ka magtatrabaho. And last but not the least, give yourself a permission to have a break. If you're not giving this to yourself, I'm giving this to you now. This is a sign that you need to have a break. Alright? So this ends again our season 3. Please email me at admin@articleanddesign.com or comment on our Facebook and Facebook group and YouTube channel. Ano yung mga topics na gusto mo i-discuss ko dito sa podcast and sa upcoming episodes natin. Alright, if you're not a member of our Facebook group yet, please join us. Search for Article and Design Super Freelancers PH. It's free, guys. It's forever free, and we have a community of like-minded individuals there where we discuss all about freelancing, business, writing, website design, development, copywriting, etc. Okay? And if you love this episode, guys, please leave us a review on our Facebook page or Apple Podcasts, or comment on our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, please comment down below if you like this episode and if you love this, because I'll be happy to know if may natututunan kayo dito sa ating podcast. And of course, if you want to learn the ropes of freelance now, you can still enroll in our Super Freelancers course. Please enroll now, because we're probably going to be closing it very soon. So it's your 21 steps to fast track your freelancing business. Go to articleanddesigncourses.com and just use the coupon code na narinig niyo dito sa podcast na to. And I will see you inside our members only dashboard. Your support means a lot to us, guys, so that we can keep doing what we do. So thank you so much once again for your loyalty to Article and Design and for trusting me to help you win in this freelance game forever. So I'm over and out now kasi kailangan ko magkaroon ng mental break. So for me to avoid burnt out, I'll be gone probably for 2 weeks. So have a great weekend, and I will see you next season, and I will see you in our Article and Design community. Bye. This episode is brought to you by Dahon Hub, a Davao-based plant shop dedicated to providing healthy, established plants in every home. Check them out on Instagram for houseplants and occasional plant geekery. Their handle is Dahon Hub, DAHONHUB. Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed this, please leave us a review on our Facebook page, Article and Design. Please also follow us on our YouTube channel called Article and Design for more tips on freelancing and business. And if you want to go to the next level, check out our courses at articleanddesigncourses.com. See ya!